First Term at Malory Towers by Enid Blyton. Darrell Rivers looked at herself in the glass. It was almost time to start for the train, but there was just a minute to see how she looked in her new school uniform. Darrell felt excited. She was going to boarding school for the first time. Malory Towers did not take children younger than 12, so Darrell would be one of the youngest there. Her trunk was packed full. On the side was painted in big black letters, Darrell Rivers. On the label were the letters MT for Malory Towers. The school was in Cornwall, and they had to go to London to catch the train.
There's always a special train, Darrell. Look, there's a notice up. See? Malory Towers, platform 7. Come along, we're in good time. I'll stay with you a few minutes and see you safely with your house mistress. Then I'll go. You're North Tower, you know. What's that? Malory Towers has 4 different boarding houses for its girls, all topped by a tower. You'll be in North Tower, the headmistress said, and your house mistress is Miss Potts. Oh, that's probably her over there, talking to that other mother. Excuse me, Miss Potts?
Yes, and you are?
Mrs. Rivers, and this is Darrell.
Well, new girl, you'll be in my carriage going down. That one over there.
Oh, are there new girls beside me? In my form, I mean.
Oh, yes, 2 more. They haven't arrived yet. Ah, but here's Alicia Johns. Alicia's in Darrell's form, Mrs. Rivers. She'll look after Darrell for you when you've said goodbye. Alicia, this is Darrell Rivers. She's joining us this term.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you want to get a corner seat on the train? If so, you'd better come now, before the crush starts.
Then I'll say goodbye, dear. You run along, and I'll see you soon. Have a lovely time. I will. Bye. Bye, dear. It was nice meeting you, Miss Potts. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mrs. Rivers.
Come on, Darrell. Let's get on the train. Here we are, along here. This compartment's empty. Chuck your things up there and bag that seat. I'll sit opposite. Oh, I say.
What?
Look out the window. A picture of how not to say goodbye to your darling daughter.
The girl looks a bit clingy.
You're telling me. And the mother's just as bad. They're both grizzling.
Oh, Miss Potts is going over to them.
Ah, yes. Now you just watch Potty.
I'll take Gwendolen. It's time she went to her carriage. She'll soon settle down there, Mrs. Lacey. Alicia! Another one for you. Come along, Gwendolen. Take the corner seat over there, Gwendolen, darling. And don't sit with your back to the engine. You know how sick it makes you. She'll be all right, Mrs. Lacey. Goodbye. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye, darling. Take care.
Hello. Excuse me. Is this Miss Potts' carriage?
I'm Miss Potts. You must be Sally Hope.
That's right.
Isn't your mother with you?
No, she couldn't come.
Well, it's time we were all getting aboard. This is Alicia, Darrell, and over in the corner, Gwendolen.
Hello.
Hello.
Right. We'll be off in a second.
What's Malory Towers actually like, Alicia? I've seen a photograph of it, but that's all. It looked very big.
It is. It's got the most gorgeous view over the sea, too. It's built on a cliff, you know. It's lucky you're in North Tower. That's got the best view of all. Oh, just listen to that Gwendolen. She's putting it on. People who really do feel miserable always turn away and hide it somehow. Don't take any notice of our darling Gwendolen, Darrell.
Oh, cheer up, Gwendolen.
I feel sick. Well, she doesn't look it, does she, Miss Potts? I always go green when I feel sick.
Oh!
It was a long journey to Malory Towers, but as there was a dining car on the train and the girls took it in turns to have their midday meal, that made a good break. It was exciting to reach the station for Malory Towers. The school lay a mile or two away, and there were big motor coaches standing outside the station to take the girls to the school. Malory Towers was a big, square-looking building of soft grey stone standing high up on a hill. The hill was really a cliff that fell steeply down to the sea. At each end of the gracious building stood rounded towers. As Darrell looked, she could glimpse 2 other towers behind as well, making 4 in all. North Tower, South, East and West. When Darrell got down from the coach, she was immediately lost in a crowd of girls. She looked around for Alicia, but she seemed to have disappeared. Then she saw Miss Potts and felt a wave of relief.
Hello, Darrell. Feeling lost? Where's that rascal of an Alicia? She ought to look after you. All North Tower girls are to go there and unpack their night bags. Ah, there's Alicia. She'll show you the way.
Sorry, I lost you. Come on, let's go to North Tower. Where's darling Gwendolen?
Alicia, give Gwendolen a chance.
Yes, Miss Potts.
And Sally Hope, where's she?
Sally, come on. All right, Miss Potts. I'll take them along to North Tower and nurse them a bit. The assembly hall, the gyms, the lab, the art rooms and the needlework room are all on this side. Our tower is over there. On the ground floor there's our dining hall, our common rooms, where we go when we're not in class, and the kitchens. On the second floor are the dormies, where we sleep. Dormitories, you know.
After supper, all the first formers went up to their dormitory. Darrell was thrilled with the room, which to her delight overlooked the sea. All the first formers were in the same dormy. Alicia was there too, with Darrell, Sally and Gwendolen. There were 6 other girls besides. One of them looked at her watch and ordered everyone into bed. And everyone but Gwendolen scrambled in. She was still brushing out her fine golden hair and counting as she brushed it.
54, 55, 56. Hey, you new girl, what's your name? Get into bed. But I've got to brush my hair 100 times each night. And now I've forgotten what number I got to.
Shut up and do as Catherine says, Gwendolen. Catherine is head of our dormy. You've got to do what she says.
But I promised Mother. I promised Mother to brush my hair 100 times a night. You can add the number of brushings you leave out tonight onto tomorrow night. Get into bed, please. Oh, just let me finish. Where was I? 57 or was it 56?
Shall I get my scissors out and cut her hair, Catherine?
No!
A loud bell woke all the girls the next morning. The sun poured into the room, for Catherine had drawn the curtains back. A loud chattering began. Girls hopped across the room to the wash basins. Darrell dressed quickly, proud to put on her brown tunic with its brown-orange belt, just like all the other girls wore. They all went to the dining hall. The long tables were ready, and girls were already seating themselves, greeting their housemistress politely. Matron was there too, and a third grown-up, whom Darrell had not seen before.
That's Mademoiselle Dupont. We've got 2 French mistresses at Malory Towers. One's fat and jolly and the other's thin and sour. We've got the fat and jolly one this term. They've both got simply awful tempers. So I hope you're pretty good at French.
Well, no, not really.
Mademoiselle Dupont hates Mademoiselle Rougier, and Mademoiselle Rougier hates Mademoiselle Dupont. You should see the fur fly sometimes. Matron has to be sent for to calm them down when they get too bad.
Don't believe all that Alicia says, Darrell. Her tongue runs away with her sometimes. Nobody has ever seen our two mamsells fly at each other's throats yet.
But they will one day, and I hope I'll be there to see it.
You girls must go to see the headmistress after breakfast. You can all go together. Join us in the assembly room for prayers later. Pamela, will you take the new girls to the head, please?
Pamela, head girl of North Tower House, rose. The girls stood up, Darrell among them. They followed Pamela. She took them out of the door to where the headmistress's rooms were. Pamela knocked on a door.
Come in.
I've brought you the new girls, Miss Grayling.
Thank you, Pamela. I always like to see the new girls at Malory Towers personally like this. Now one day, girls, you will leave school and go out into the world as young women. You should take with you eager minds, kind hearts, and a will to help. I do not count as our successes those who have won scholarships and passed exams, though these are good things to do. I count as our successes those who learn to be good-hearted and kind, sensible and trustable. Good, sound women the world can lean on. Our failures are those who do not learn these things in the years they're here. It will be easy for some of you to learn these things and hard for others. But easy or hard, they must be learnt if you are to be happy after you leave here. You will all get a tremendous lot out of the time at Malory Towers. See that you give a lot back.
Oh, that's exactly what my father said to me when he said goodbye, Miss Grayling.
Did he? Well, as you have parents who think in that way, I imagine you will be one of the lucky ones and find that the things I have been speaking of will be easy to learn. Perhaps one day Malory Towers will be proud of you. A few more words and the girls were told to go. Impressed, they walked out of the room. Not even Gwendolen said a word. Then, after prayers, they went to their various classrooms. The morning went on. Break came, and the girls rushed out to play where they liked. Darrell would have liked to go with Alicia, but she was with a girl called Betty, and Darrell felt sure she wouldn't want a third person. Gwendolen was nowhere to be seen. Perhaps she had gone to plait her hair as Miss Potts had told her to. Sally Hope was sitting on the grass alone, no expression at all on her face. Darrell went over to her.
What do you think of Malory Towers? I think it's fine. It's not bad. Were you sorry to leave your other school? I wanted to come to Malory, of course, but I hated leaving all my friends. Don't you hate leaving all your friends too?
I don't think I had any, really.
Oh, I see. Oh, look, there's Gwendolen. I thought she was going to plait her hair. It doesn't look like she's done anything. Gwendolen, I thought you were doing your hair.
I have. Isn't it all right? I've tried and tried to plait it. It was beastly of Miss Potts not to let me wear it as I've always worn it. I don't like her.
Or let me plait it for you. It doesn't look as if you know how to plait, Gwendolen.
I've never had to before, have I?
No, I don't suppose you have. Come here, let me do it.
Darrell soon began to settle down. She learnt the names not only of the girls in her form at North Tower, but of every girl there, from the head girl Pamela down to Mary Lou, the youngest but one in the first form. Mary Lou was a scared mouse of a girl. She was frightened of beetles, the dark, and 100 other things. Poor Mary Lou, no wonder she had big, scared eyes. Darrell soon got to know all the different classrooms too. She knew the art room, the great gym with its swings, ropes, vaulting horses and mattresses. One of the things she liked best of all was the big swimming pool down by the sea, which had been hollowed out of a stretch of rocks and was filled by the sea each day. It was a sheer delight to bathe there. So, after the first week or two, Darrell relaxed and didn't worry herself too much about her work. She began to enjoy amusing the class a little, just as Alicia did.
Oh, Alicia, why don't you do something funny in maths next time?
What? Play a trick in Potty's class? Don't be silly.
Well, in Mamselle's class then. I haven't seen her in a temper yet. Oh, do play a trick in her class.
Well, I don't know. What do you think, Betty?
Can't you think of something Sam or Roger or Dick did last term? Alicia's 3 brothers all go to the same school. And there's a master there called Toggles. Well, that's what the boys call him. Anyway, Roger pretended to be deaf. And everything old Toggles asked him, he'd pretended to hear wrong. When Toggles said, "John, sit still in your chair," Roger said, "Give you a cheer, sir?" "Certainly. Hip hip hooray!"
Oh, Alicia, that would be fun. Do pretend to be deaf, please do. We'll play up to you like anything. Do it in Mamselle's class.
Bonjour, mes enfants.
Bonjour, Mamselle.
Ah, my dear girls, we are going to do some very, very good French today, n'est-ce pas? We are going to do better than the second form. Even Gwendoline will be able to say her verbs to me without one single mistake. Gwendoline. And I will tell you today about my little nephew. Il est appelé Jean. He is called John. Il est tout petit. Oh, tout petit. Now, what does that mean? Who will tell me? Alicia? Ah, Alicia. You did not hear me very well? I will repeat. Il est tout petit. Repeat, please.
Pardon?
Alicia? What is wrong with you? Can you not hear?
What do I fear? Why, nothing, Mamselle.
Can you not hear?
Beer.
Can you not hear?
Can you not hear?
Girls, you forget yourselves. What a noise you make.
Mamselle, perhaps Alicia is deaf.
Oh, la pauvre petite. Have you earache?
A rake? No, I don't want a rake, thank you. We're not gardening today.
Alicia, do not talk of rakes. Have you a cold?
Gold? No, I've no gold.
Cold, not gold. Have you a cold?
Have you a cold?
Oh, cold. Yes, I've had a cold.
Mamselle! Excuse me interrupting you, but is it necessary for the girls to repeat their French lessons so very loudly?
Oh, Miss Potts, I am so sorry, but it is not for me the girls repeat words so loudly. It is for poor Alicia.
What do you mean, Mamselle? Has Alicia gone deaf suddenly? She was quite all right this morning.
Ah oui, she is quite deaf.
Come to me at break, Alicia. I would like a few words with you.
Miss Potts says, will you...
Don't bother to repeat what I said, Mamselle. Alicia will come all right. I shall expect you at 11, Alicia. And please stand up when I speak to you.
Yes, Miss Potts.
Alicia got a good scolding and extra prep. Darrell thoroughly enjoyed the absurd affair. How cleverly Alicia had pulled it off. She looked at her with admiration, and Alicia liked the admiration. It always egged her on to further misbehaviour. Mary Lou stared at her too, as if she was someone most remarkable. But Gwendoline was jealous of the way Alicia and Betty, recognised leaders in the first form, had made friends with Darrell. After all, Darrell was as new as she herself was, and she, Gwendoline, was much prettier, and had, she was sure, much more charm of manner. That evening the girls were in the swimming pool having a lovely time. Alicia swam underwater the whole length of the pool. Gwendolen, paddling about in the shallow end, envied her. There was only one person worse than she was, and that was poor Mary Lou. And because she knew Mary Lou was even more afraid of the pool than she was, she felt a sense of power. She waded over to Mary Lou, jumped on her suddenly, and got her under the water. Mary Lou had no time to scream. She opened her mouth, and the water poured in. She began to struggle desperately. Gwendolen, feeling the struggles, spitefully held her under longer than she had intended to. She only let her go when she felt a sharp slap on her bare shoulder.
You beast! I saw you duck poor Mary Lou, and you know how scared she is. You nearly drowned her. Come here, Mary Lou. Are you all right?
Yes.
Oh, you just wait, Gwendolen. What? You little coward. I'm not going to duck you, Gwendolen, but I'm going to show you what happens to people like you. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Hey, Darrell, stop that! What are you thinking of? Stop that!
Somebody's got to teach this cowardly Gwendolen, haven't they?
Yes, but not you. You put yourself in the wrong slapping about like that. I'm ashamed of you.
And I'm ashamed of you. If I were head girl of the first form, I'd jolly well see that girls like Gwendolen learn to swim and dive and everything, and left people like Mary Lou alone. See?
Get out of the pool, Darrell. Go on, get out. It's a good thing no mistress saw you doing that.
Gwendolen really did feel bitter towards Darrell now. She had never in her life been slapped by anyone, and she couldn't forget it. Another result of the pool affair was that it made Mary Lou follow Darrell about like a dog that has found its master. She was always there to fetch and carry for Darrell. She tidied her desk for her. She even offered to make her bed each day and tidied the drawers in her dressing table. This exasperated Darrell because Mary Lou always altered the arrangement of things. So Darrell suggested that she went and did Alicia's instead. But Alicia couldn't bear it any more than Darrell, and when poor Mary Lou succeeded in breaking the glass of her mother's photograph, Alicia forbade her ever to touch any of her things again.
Can't you see when you're a nuisance, Mary Lou?
I'm sorry. Really, I am.
But can't you see we don't want a little ninny like you always flapping around us?
I'm sorry. I won't help you anymore if that's what you want.
Hello, what's up?
Oh, hello, Gwendolen.
Who's made you cry like that?
It's nothing really. It's only that Alicia and Darrell are always so hard on me when I want to help them. I've just broken a photograph of Alicia's mother. That's what the trouble was really about.
Then you be friends with me instead. I shan't treat you like Darrell does, or Alicia. Why don't you make friends with me? I'd appreciate your little kindnesses, I can tell you.
No, I can't be friends with you, Gwendolen. You were very cruel to me that day at the pool. I've had bad dreams about it ever since.
Oh, you know I didn't mean anything by it. Really, I didn't. It was just meant as a joke. You've often seen the others being ducked. I'm sorry I ducked you so hard. I didn't realise you were so frightened. I'm sorry, Mary Lou, if I frightened you.
Well, if you really didn't mean it, I'll be friends if you want, but I'm not going to talk against Darrell or Alicia.
Of course you mustn't. I wouldn't expect you to. It's marvellous. Everyone knows how fed up Darrell is with Mary Lou, and soon everyone will know how cross Alicia is because she's broken her mother's photograph. So if I start playing a few tricks on Mary Lou, everyone will think it's Darrell or Alicia getting back at her.
Gwendolen thought about popping a black beetle into Mary Lou's desk, or a few worms. Then she decided on spiders. But when she saw a large one in the woodshed, she nearly ran out herself. Still, it would be just the thing for Mary Lou's desk. Somehow Gwendolen caught it and managed to get it into a little cardboard box. A few days later, Gwendolen's chance came. When no one was about, she slipped into the first form classroom and let the great long-legged spider run into Mary Lou's desk, where it ran into a dark corner and crouched there, quite still. Gwendolen hurried away, certain that no one had seen her. 2 minutes later, Darrell and Alicia strolled in to fill the flower vases with water. The second lesson of the afternoon was to be taken by Mademoiselle Dupont. Well, first let us brush up on a little grammar. You will please open your desks and take out your grammar books.
Gwendolen, if you take
Mary Lou, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, Mademoiselle. I can't find my French grammar. It's in my desk here somewhere. Here it...
And what is this noise? Mary Lou, have you gone mad?
It's
Mary Lou, tell me what is the matter with you. I demand it.
Oh, Mademoiselle, there's a simply enormous, giant spider in my desk.
Spider? And you make this fuss and call out so loudly we all jump in fear? Mary Lou, be ashamed of yourself. I am angry with you. Sit down.
Oh, I daren't. It might come out, Mademoiselle. It's enormous.
I warn you, Mary Lou. If this is again a trick and there is no spider, you will go to Miss Potts for punishment. I wash my hands of you. Now, we shall see what there is in your desk. Nothing. Oh, you bad girl. You too try to deceive me.
But there was a spider. Oh, please believe me. It was there. An enormous one.
There is no spider here. Not one. Tell me, where has it gone? Is it hiding then? Where is it now, girls? Girls, can you see it?
Is that it there, Mademoiselle? On your neck!
Oh, my neck!
Look how he's potty. What is going on here now? Mademoiselle, really? I simply cannot think what happens to this class when you take it.
Oh, it was a spider. Oh, Miss Potts, such a monster of a spider. It ran up my arm and disappeared.
A spider won't hurt you. Would you like to go and recover yourself, Mademoiselle, and let me deal with the first form?
Oh, no. No, the class is so good. They came to help me get rid of this monster of a spider. It was this big, Miss Potts.
Really? And what are you smiling about, Gwendolen?
Nothing, miss.
I'm glad to hear it. Gwendolen! How dare you squeal like that? No, don't tell me you've seen this spider now. I'm tired of this spider.
But it was the spider.
Gwendolen! What did I tell you? I will not hear another word of the wretched spider. Get out of the room. The whole class can go to bed 1 hour earlier tonight as a punishment for this shameful behaviour. And you, Gwendolen, can go to bed 2 hours earlier.
Weeping, Gwendolen ran from the room. As soon as she was outside, she examined herself to see if the spider was still anywhere about her. Then, to her enormous relief, she saw it running down the passage. She leant against the wall. How tiresome of that spider to come to her! Now she had got double punishment. Still, she would soon put it about that Alicia and Darrell had planted the spider in Mary Lou's desk. The spider affair, as it was called, went all over the school before the day was out. It caused a great deal of laughter everywhere. The first form talked about it more than anyone else.
The thing is, I can't think where it shows my desk.
No, that was a shame, Mary Lou. It must have been an awful shock for you when you saw it. I wonder who put it there.
It was a dirty trick to put it in poor Mary Lou's desk. I should have thought any joker in our film would have been decent enough to put it into, say, Alicia's desk.
Not if it happened to be Alicia who popped it in. You do so love playing tricks, don't you, Alicia? You and Darrell were in the first form classroom earlier, weren't you?
Well, I didn't do it, and neither did Darrell. Sorry to disappoint you, darling Gwendolen, but we just didn't. If it was anyone, I should think it was you.
Mary Lou is my friend. I wouldn't do that to her.
Well, if you'd nearly drowned her 1 week,
I should think you could quite bring yourself to put a spider in her desk the next.
And I say it's pretty funny that you and Alicia were the only ones in the classroom before afternoon school.
Oh, shut up, Gwendolyn. We know it wasn't either Darrell or Alicia, because they say so. The spider must have got there by accident, and that's that.
Well, I think...
Shut up, Gwendolyn!
Shut up!
Gwendolyn felt vicious about the whole affair. She determined not to be put off by her first failure, but to go on doing things to Mary Lou, so that in the end the class would put them down to tricks by Alicia and Darrell. It was an unhappy week for Mary Lou. There were many things that upset her. For instance, when her tennis racket suddenly showed 3 broken strings.
My new racket! Look, Gwendolyn! Who would think a new racket could go like that? It couldn't. These strings have been cut, Mary Lou. Someone's been playing a dirty trick on you. What a shame!
Mary Lou was miserable. She couldn't believe that she had any enemies. But when she found buttons cut from her Sunday dress, she knew that someone was being unkind and mean. Gwendolyn comforted her.
Never mind. I'll sew them on for you, Mary Lou. I hate sewing, but I'll do it for you.
It was getting near half-term. Many of the girls were excited, because some of them were expecting visits from their parents. Darrell was thrilled, because her father and mother were coming, even though they lived a long way away. The girls began to talk about their families.
I wish my 3 brothers would come. Then we'd have some sport. I wish my little sister would come. I'd love to show her Malory Towers.
Is your mother coming, Sally?
No, she lives too far away.
I expect she's not coming because of the baby.
What baby? We haven't got a baby. My mother won't be coming because it's so far, I tell you.
But Sally, don't be silly. My mother said in a letter that she had seen your baby sister. She's only 3 months old, she says.
I haven't got a baby sister. I'm the only one. Mother and I have been everything to each other because Daddy's away such a lot.
All right. You ought to know. Anyway, I expect you'd like a sister. It's nice having one.
I should hate a sister. I wouldn't want to share my mother with anyone.
The girls became very excited at the beginning of half-term week. Many of them would see their parents on the Saturday. Soon the big drive in front of Malory Towers was crowded with cars of all shapes and sizes. Darrell was with her parents when she saw Gwendolyn with 2 women, one obviously her mother. The other, presumably, Miss Winter, the governess. Mary Lou was with them, trying to smile, but beginning to feel horrified at some of the fibs that she heard Gwendolyn telling.
I'd say I'm almost the best at tennis in our form, Mother.
Oh, darling, how clever you are.
And Mamselle is very pleased with my French. I believe I might be top in that. She says I have a splendid accent.
Oh, Gwen, isn't that lovely now? And are you going in for the swimming match this afternoon, dear?
No, I thought I wouldn't, Mother. It's best to give the others a chance.
That's my sweet, unselfish girl. Oh, there's a nice girl, dear. Who's she?
That's Darrell.
Oh, let's speak to her.
She's not really a friend of mine. I'll ask her over. Darrell! Mrs. Lacey wants to speak to you.
Hello.
Hello, dear. Are you going in for the swimming match? I hear Gwendolyn isn't, bless her.
Gwendolyn? Well, of course not. She can't swim a stroke, can you, Gwendolyn?
Oh, yes. I suppose if Gwendolyn entered, she'd beat you all, as she does at tennis and lessons, I suppose.
Pardon? She told you that?
Why, yes.
Really? Gwendolyn, really?
Darrell showed her parents every single thing she could think of, from the view up in the North Tower to the inside of her well-tidied desk. On the way to the car, the Rivers family saw Sally Hope.
Why, isn't that Sally Hope? I saw a photograph of her at her mother's when I went there to tea the other day.
Yes, that's Sally. Do you want to speak to her, Mother?
Well, yes. I've got a message for her from her mother.
All
right. Sally! Sally Hope!
It doesn't look like she's heard you, dear.
Sally! Where's she going? I should have thought she would have heard my yell.
It looks like everyone else did.
Oh, blow her. I asked her earlier if she would like to come out with us, but she wouldn't.
Oh, never mind. Come along. We'll go along the cliff and then take an exciting road I've found that leads right down to a pretty little cove. We can have our lunch there.
All right. By the way, Mother, you never told me how that mistake about Sally's baby sister happened. The one you said she had got and hasn't.
But Darrell, dear, she has got a baby sister. I've seen her.
Well, whatever does Sally mean? I must go and find out. I'll be back soon.
When Darrell went to find Sally, she seemed to have completely disappeared. It occurred to Darrell to wonder if Sally was avoiding her. But why should she? She hunted everywhere for Sally, but nobody knew where she was. It was most peculiar. Darrell went back to her parents, anxious not to lose any more of their company, for time was precious now.
Find Sally. She's completely vanished. Anyway, I'll give her mother's message. What was it, Mother?
Oh, her mother seemed a little worried about Sally, because it's her first term at boarding school. She wanted me to speak to Sally and tell her she sends her love, and was so sorry she couldn't come to see her this half-term. And she said her baby sister sends her hugs and kisses.
I'll tell her. But Sally's so funny about things. She honestly did tell me she hadn't got a sister.
Well, perhaps she was joking. Of course she knows she's got a sister. That was one reason she was sent to boarding school, so the baby, who's rather delicate, can have all Mrs. Hope's care. It's a dear little thing.
Well, Darrell, been losing your temper yet?
Well, I did once. And after I made up my mind I wouldn't.
Oh, Darrell, you didn't lose it badly, I hope.
Oh, I just gave some jolly good slaps to the most exasperating girl in the pool.
Darrell!
I know, awful of me, wasn't it? But I shan't do it again.
Darrell felt so happy that she was sure she would never lose her temper again. What a pity a day like this had to come to an end. But it did come to an end. At about 6 o'clock, the cars began to purr out of the big drive, and the girls waved madly. After a while, Darrell remembered the message she had for Sally Hope. She glanced around the common room. Sally wasn't there. Catherine said she was practicing the piano. Darrell made her way to the music rooms, where the girls did their practicing each day. Yes, Sally was there all right. She went in and shut the door. Sally turned round and scowled.
I'm practicing. Get out.
What's the matter with you? You don't need to jump down my throat like that. I've been trying to find you all day. My mother wanted to speak to you.
Well, I didn't want to speak to her.
But why shouldn't you want to speak to my mother? She had a message for you from your mother. Oh, stop playing. Don't be so horribly rude. Whatever's the matter with you? Why did you say you haven't got a sister? You have. And that's why your mother couldn't come to see you. But she sent you her love and said, "Shut up, interfering little busybody. Leave me alone.
Just because you've been with your mother all day long and had her fussing around you, you think you can come and taunt me like this? I hate you!
You're mad! You won't listen when I want to tell you things, but you shall listen.
I won't listen! Out of my way!
Don't you dare push me like that!
Oh! Ow! My stomach! Oh, it hurts! Oh, you wicked girl, Darrell!
Darrell was still trembling with anger as Sally stumbled out of the room. But almost immediately her rage went and she was overwhelmed with horror. How could she have been so awful? She ran to the door, eager to go after Sally and beg her pardon. But Sally was nowhere to be seen. Darrell ran back to the common room. No Sally there either. Soon the supper bell went, and the girls filed into the dining room. Darrell looked for Sally again, but still she wasn't there. This was really very strange. Then Miss Potts noticed there was an empty chair.
Who's missing?
Sally Hope. I saw her in one of the practice rooms about an hour ago.
Well, go and fetch her.
Oh, she left when I was there. I don't know where she went.
We'll get on without her then. She must have heard the supper bell. Mary Lou, where's your hanky? Haven't you got one? Go and get one at once.
Yes, miss.
Can you pass me the salt?
Oh, yes. Sure. Here. Thanks.
Well, have you girls had a pleasant day? Where is she? First Sally disappears, and now it seems to take all evening for Mary Lou to find a hanky.
Miss Potts, I've found Sally. She's lying on her bed in the dormy, and she's making an awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A groaning sort of noise, and she keeps holding her tummy. Oh, Miss Potts, do go to her. She won't even speak to me.
Girls, get on with your supper. It sounds as if Sally has eaten too much ice cream or something. Catherine, go and tell Matron, please, and ask her to go up to your dormitory.
Whatever could it be, do you think?
I don't know.
Darrell hardly slept at all that night. In the morning, Sally's bed was still empty. Darrell ran downstairs before anyone else. She saw Miss Potts and went up to her.
Oh, Miss Potts, please, how is Sally?
She's not at all well, I'm afraid. The doctor is still doubtful about what exactly is the matter. But she really seems rather ill, poor child. It was so sudden, too. She seemed all right yesterday.
Darrell turned away, miserable. Yes, Sally had seemed all right until she fell across that chair. She knew what was the matter, but nobody else did. It was plain that Sally hadn't told anyone of the quarrel. How Darrell wished her mother and father were there that day. But she couldn't remember where they had gone to, though they had told her. She sat down in a rocky corner by the sea to think things out.
What am I going to do? I have to tell someone what I did. I have to. It's cowardly not to. I'll just have to be brave enough to own up, I suppose. But who should I tell? Oh, I know. Perhaps I should write to Sally's mother. Yes, that would be the thing to do. She's the one who's closest to Sally. I'll write and tell her all about the quarrel. I'll have to tell her how Sally says she hasn't got a sister, too. Oh, it's all very strange. But maybe Mrs. Hope will understand it. Then she can do what she likes. Tell the head I expect. Oh, dear. But I'll feel much better when it's done. I know I will.
Darrell felt better immediately she had finished writing the letter. She stuck a stamp on it and posted it at once. Mrs. Hope would get it the very next morning. Then another rumour ran through North Tower. Sally had taken a turn for the worse. A specialist was coming to see her. Her parents had been called for. Darrell couldn't eat anything all that day. It was the longest day she'd ever known. Bedtime came at last. Darrell lay in bed, thinking.
I can't lie here thinking and thinking. And it's so hot. I'll go outside for a bit and get cool. Then maybe I can sleep.
She slipped on her dressing gown and went quietly from the room. Nobody stirred. And then, in the stillness of the night, she heard the sound of a car pulling into the drive in front of Malory Towers.
What's going on now? So late at night.
Yes, there was a car there. Whoever had come in it had gone into Malory Towers. Darrell crept round to the door that led into the head's building. Someone had left it open. She pushed it and went inside. Now she would find out what was happening. It must be for Sally. She must be very ill to have so many people bothering about her like this in the middle of the night. Darrell didn't dare go any further in case someone saw her. She sat down on a window seat and drew the heavy curtains around her, straining her ears to catch a word from any of the people bustling about.
What would they say if they knew it was me, hot-tempered Darrell, who was at the bottom of all this fuss? Oh!
She sat there for about half an hour, and then her heart almost stopped beating. Someone was going by the window seat where she sat, someone who spoke in a voice she knew and loved.
She'll be all right. Just got her nicely in time. Now I...
Daddy! Daddy, oh Daddy, stop! It's me, Darrell!
Oh, Darrell! What's the matter, darling? Why are you here?
I might ask the same question. What are you doing here, Darrell?
Oh, come on, Darrell. You cry all you want to. Then tell me what's the matter. Why, we only saw you yesterday and you were so happy. Never mind. I'm here and I'll put everything right for you.
You can't! I've been wicked! It was my temper again. Oh, Daddy, it's all my fault that Sally is so ill.
Oh, my dear child, what are you talking about?
But, Daddy, why are you here? I thought you were miles away.
Well, I was. But Miss Grayling telephoned to say that Sally Hope had appendicitis, and the surgeon they usually have was ill. So could I come straight along and do the operation? So of course I did. And Sally will be quite all right and back again in school in about 2 weeks' time.
Appendicitis? Could appendicitis be caused by a push or fall? Could it?
Good gracious, no. Sally's had this little affair coming on for some time. There's no doubt about that. But what makes you ask?
Well, I did what you said I shouldn't.
What?
I lost my temper. Sally was being really, annoying. And I pushed her. She fell on the floor, and it's all my fault. I thought if Miss Grayling knew, she would send me away from Malory Towers, and you and Mother would be ashamed of me. And I couldn't sleep, so I got up and...
What a silly little girl. Well, perhaps we'd better take you away from Malory Towers if you're going to do such silly things.
Oh, no, don't do that. I love being here.
Of course.
Well, it's all turned out all right, Darrell. And now, Mr. Rivers, perhaps you would like a bed here for the night. It's so late.
No, don't worry. I'm used to driving late at night. I'll go back. And Darrell must go to bed. Well, good night, darling. Go and see Sally as soon as you're allowed to. I think you'll feel better then. Is that all right, Miss Grayling?
Of course, of course. And thank you once again, Mr. Rivers.
Next morning dawned fair and bright. Darrell awoke tired but happy again. And Sally was getting on very well indeed. Her mother and father were coming to see her too, and when she heard that, she couldn't believe her ears. Miss Grayling received Mr. and Mrs. Hope in her big drawing-room.
Sally isn't quite ready to see you yet. I'm glad to tell you that the operation was very successful, and she's getting along wonderfully well. Mr. Rivers, the surgeon, happened to be at a hotel not far off. He's the father of one of our girls here, Darrell Rivers.
Darrell Rivers? I had such a strange letter from her today, Miss Grayling. Please read it. She appears to think she was the cause of Sally's illness, but of course she wasn't. But the other things she says are very worrying. Could we have Darrell in to speak to us before I see Sally, do you think?
Yes. Could I read the letter? Thanks. There's something puzzling here. Why should Sally keep saying she has no sister when she knows she has?
I don't know. But Sally has been strange ever since baby Daphne came. She won't look at her or speak to her.
Have you any other children?
No. Sally was 12 when Daphne was born. She had been the only child for all that time. I thought she would be pleased to have a sister. We haven't spoilt Sally, you know, but she didn't have to share us with anyone till Daphne came along, and sometimes I wonder whether she was, well, you know, jealous.
Of course she was. I should think that Sally is very much attached to you, and resented sharing your love when the baby came. She probably didn't like to tell you so, in case you thought badly of her.
She's never said a word.
This jealousy of a much younger child is very common and very natural. If only you can make Sally feel you love her as much as you ever did, it will be all right. Now, shall we have Darrell in?
Darrell was sent for. She came in nervously, scared of what Mrs. Hope would say. But she was soon put at her ease and told them all she knew. Miss Grayling thought it would be a good idea if Darrell went in to see Sally for a few minutes before Mrs. Hope did. Darrell agreed to tell Sally that Mrs. Hope had left the baby behind in order to hurry as fast as possible to Sally. She suddenly saw all Sally's trouble. Why she was so jealous of her little baby sister. So jealous that she wouldn't even admit to having got one. Darrell went upstairs. Sally was in the end bed, white but bright-eyed.
Hello, Sally. I've been so worried about you. Are you better? Did my father make you better?
Yes, I do like him. He was so kind.
I think you're very brave. And I say, guess who's here to see you?
Not my mother.
Yes, and your father too. And do you know that your mother has left behind your little baby sister so she could get here more quickly to see you?
Hasn't she brought baby? Really, truly?
Yes, poor little thing. She must be feeling lonely. I've got a little sister too, you know. It's lovely to have a sister.
You will come and see me when you can, won't you, Darrell? And you won't say anything about my silliness, will you?
Of course not. And I can't tell you how sorry I am for having shoved you like that when you had such a pain.
Did you shove me? I've forgotten.
Darrell was allowed to go and see Sally twice a day, long before anyone else was. Sally welcomed her eagerly. Sally was a different person now, friendly and eager, asking Darrell about lessons and games, if Mamselle was cross, and what Miss Potts said, and whether Gwendolen and Mary Lou were still friends.
You know, Sally, when I felt awfully frightened because I thought I'd injured you, I suddenly knew how it must feel to be like Mary Lou, always scared of everything, and I was sorry I teased her so.
Let's be nice to her.
Yes, let's. Poor Mary Lou. Fancy only having Gwendolen for a friend.
Gwendolen's poisonous. She's always talking against you and Alicia, making out you play those rotten tricks on Mary Lou.
I wonder who does do them. One of the other Tower girls, do you think?
No, I should think it might be Gwendolen herself.
No. Why, Gwendolen and Mary Lou are good friends.
I think Gwendolen is disgusting. She doesn't care tuppence for anyone in the world but herself. But I like Mary Lou. If only we could get her not to be so scared of everything, she'd be fun.
How can we?
I know. What about you pretending to be in difficulties in the pool and yelling out to Mary Lou to run and get the lifebelt?
Yes, that's a good idea. I'll try it tomorrow when we're in the pool.
Oh, yes, do.
It should work.
It really did seem a good plan. Darrell let Alicia and Betty into the secret. So, the next afternoon, the plan was carried out. The first formers went chattering down to the pool in their bathing costumes. Mary Lou had not changed into her bathing things and was pleased. She did so hate the water. Darrell called to her.
You can throw pennies in for me, Mary Lou, and watch me dive for them in the deep end.
All right, I've got some pennies here, I think.
Come on down the other end and let's have a race. Come on, everybody.
No, I'll just stay here for a bit and dive for pennies. I'm too puffed for racing. I'll get out of your way when you start. Hey, Mary Lou, have you got the pennies?
Yes, here.
Right, let me get them. Here, got them. Throw another, Mary Lou.
All right, here.
Ow! Help! I've got cramp. Help, Mary Lou. Ow, quick! Throw the lifebelt. Help! Please help!
But I don't...
Darrell's in trouble. Come on.
Hold on, Darrell. I'm coming. Hold on to me, Darrell. I'll save you.
What's up, Darrell? Are you all right? Out of the way, Mary Lou.
I'm all right. Really?
Hold on there, Mary Lou.
I couldn't. Hold on, Darrell.
It's all right, Mary Lou. I'm proud of you. You jumped right into the water, and you hardly know how to swim. You're an idiot, but you're the pluckiest idiot I ever knew.
Girls, what's happening here? Did Mary Lou fall in?
She jumped in to save Darrell with her clothes on.
What?
It's true, Miss Potts.
But why didn't you throw the lifebelt, Mary Lou?
It wasn't there. It's gone to be mended. Didn't you know?
No, nobody had noticed that it was gone from its place. So Mary Lou had not been stupid. She had known the lifebelt was not there to save Darrell, and she had done the next best thing, jumped in herself. Darrell could hardly wait to tell Sally, and Mary Lou, to her enormous surprise and delight, became the heroine of the hour. The only person who had no word of praise for Mary Lou was Gwendolen. For one thing, she was really jealous of all the fuss made of Mary Lou.
Fancy anyone wanting to do that Darrell a good turn. I'd have left her to struggle. Oh, stupid Mary Lou. I suppose she'll get all conceited now.
But Mary Lou didn't. She remained her own rather shy, quiet self. But now she had more confidence. For one thing, she stood up to Gwendolen better, and this annoyed and exasperated Gwendolen intensely.
After I've been friends with her too. There's disloyalty for you. I hate her.
Gwendolen had her chance of getting back at Mary Lou the next day. She went into the common room when there was no one else there, and in Mary Lou's locker was her fountain pen, which meant a lot to her.
That's the end of that.
It was Jean who saw the smashed pen first. She came into the common room to get a book and stopped short when she saw the ink on the floor and the bits and pieces of the blue pen.
Golly, who's done that? What a mean trick. Catherine, look. There's a nice bit of spite for you.
It's Mary Lou's favourite pen. Who could have been so mean as to smash it like that?
Smashed what? What? Oh no! That's my pen! Who's done that? I had it for my birthday from my mother. What will Mother say? She told me to take great care of it if I took it to school.
Who did it? It ought to be reported to Potty. I bet it's Gwendolen, spiteful little beast.
Where is Gwendolen anyway?
Don't know. She was around earlier. There's one way we can find out who did this, though.
What's that?
Well, whoever stamped on this pen and smashed it must have got ink on their shoes.
Oh, yes,
right.
of course. That's clever of you, Alicia. We'll examine every pair of shoes in North Tower lockers, and when we see violet-coloured ink, we shall know who did it.
I know without looking. Nobody could have done it but Gwendolen. There's no one mean or spiteful enough but her.
Hearing all this, just outside the door was Gwendolen herself. She had heard the angry girls inside the common room and hesitated to come in. Now she trembled with rage and fright. She took a hasty look at the underneath of her outdoor shoes. Yes, they were stained with violet ink. Hastily she ran down the corridor into the storeroom, took a bottle of ink and raced to the cloakroom where the shoe lockers were. She smeared ink on the undersides of Darrell's shoes, then threw the bottle into a nearby cupboard. Then she took off her own stained shoes and stuffed them into another cupboard and pulled on a pair of slippers. When she reappeared at the door of the common room, she was apparently quite calm and unruffled. Oh, Gwendolen could act very well when it suited her.
Here's Gwendolen. Gwendolen, do you know anything about Mary Lou's pen?
Pen? What about her pen?
Someone's jumped on it and smashed it.
What a beastly thing to do! Who did it? That's what we want to know, and we're going to find out. See? I hope you will. Don't glare at me like that, Darrell. I haven't done it if that's what you're thinking. More likely you have. I've noticed you've been jealous ever since so much fuss was made of Mary Lou for jumping in the pool to rescue you.
How dare you! Hold it, Darrell. Now, Gwendolen, we think that whoever stamped on this pen must have violet ink on her shoes. So we mean to examine everyone's shoes.
That's a very good idea. I wish I'd thought of it myself. You can look at my shoes first if you like. Here.
All right, Gwendolen. We can see there's no ink on your shoes, but we shall have to examine the shoes in the lockers too. But first, will everyone show us the bottom of your shoes?
Oh, right. Yes, definitely.
Right. Nothing there. Let's look in the lockers. We'll start with yours first, Gwendolen.
Well?
Nothing. Yours next, Belinda. Clear. Darrell, let's see the shoes in your locker now.
Of course. Here.
Darrell! It's your shoe!
But how could...
Well, who would have guessed it? Darrell, how could you?
Alicia, you surely don't think I smashed the pen. I didn't. I tell you, I didn't.
Well, you can't deny your shoe is inky. You've got a dreadful temper, Darrell. It must have been in a fit of spite.
No! There's some mistake. Oh, don't believe I did it.
I don't believe you did it. I'll stick by you, Darrell.
And so will I. Thanks, Sally and Mary Lou.
To tell you the truth, I can't really believe it's Darrell either.
Mary Lou was very worried about the matter as she lay in bed that night. It was all because of her pen that Darrell had got into this trouble. She knew that it couldn't be Darrell. Well then, who could have done it? It must have been someone with a spite against both Mary Lou and Darrell. And that person must be Gwendolen. Therefore, Gwendolen must have smeared Darrell's shoes with the ink. But it also followed that Gwendolen's own shoes must have been inky too. And yet, when she showed them to the girls, they had been quite free of ink. She must have changed her inky shoes and hidden them. But where? Somewhere near the shoe lockers, perhaps. Mary Lou crept out of bed and made her way slowly to the cloakrooms.
Oh, it's so terribly dark. But this is for Darrell. I'm doing something for someone else, and it's very important. I shan't scream. Oh, where's the light switch? Ah, that's better. Now, which is Gwendolen's locker? No, nothing there. These shoes are clean. So where could the inky ones be hidden? There's that cupboard where we keep all kinds of rubbish. Old tennis balls, old rackets and things. I wonder... Ugh, it's all dirty. Just old rackets, like I thought. What was that fell out? A bottle of ink. And what's this? Shoes. Shoes with ink on them. And yes, they're Gwendolyn's. So it was her. Gwendolyn Lacey. There, it's written inside the shoe. I knew it was her. I just knew. Catherine, wake up. I've something important to tell you. Wake all the others.
What? Mary Lou, what is it?
Look, I found the real inky shoes. And I found them with a bottle of violet ink. See? The person who really smashed my pen hid her own shoes and smeared Darrell's with this ink to make it seem as if she'd done it.
But whose shoes are they? Where did you get them?
I crept downstairs and hunted in the cloakroom. I found the shoes and the bottle in a cupboard there. And shall I tell you the name written inside? No, I won't. Have a look around the room, all of you, and you'll see whose name is written in these shoes. You can tell by her face.
It was true. Gwendolyn's face was red with shame and horror. She stared at Mary Lou in misery and anger. So, she had been found out after all. Why hadn't she taken those shoes and the bottle and thrown them in the sea?
It's Gwendolyn!
Yes.
Gwendolyn! How could you? Darrell, I apologise for thinking for one moment it was you. I didn't really, but there seemed nothing else to think. I do beg your pardon.
Oh, it's all right, Catherine. It's quite all right. I have felt pretty awful, but I did have Mary Lou and Sally sticking up for me. Gwendolyn won't have anyone.
I'd like to be friends again. Please, Darrell. You come along with Betty and me as you did before, won't you?
Well, I think if you don't mind, Alicia, I'll stick to Sally and Mary Lou. I wasn't always nice to them, but they did stick by me when I was in trouble, and they're my real friends now.
Oh, thank you, Darrell.
Gwendolyn.
Yes, Sally?
Gwendolyn, I shan't say a word about this to anyone, and neither will the others if I ask them not to, but you've got to buy Mary Lou a lovely pen in return for the one you smashed, see?
Yes, I will.
Poor Gwendolyn. What with the girls' contempt, she did not have an easy time. But she was only reaping what she had sowed, so she couldn't grumble. Darrell was happy for the rest of that term. She and Sally and Mary Lou were always together. Darrell no longer wanted Alicia's friendship. Sally was her best friend now. Mary Lou had the sense to know that, but she didn't mind. Darrell was fond of her and admired her. Then the last day came, with all its excitement of last-minute strapping of trunks and hunting for lost keys. The school became a perfect circus, and North, South, East and West Tower girls became all mixed up together.
Come along now, girls. Where's Alicia? If she disappears again, I shall go really mad. Alicia! Get in the coach at once and don't get out again. Goodbye, girls. Be good, or at least be as good as you can.
Goodbye, Potty! Goodbye! I can't call her Potty, Alicia. Not to her face.
It's the only time we do, Darrell. Just when we shout goodbye. She never seems to mind then. Look at her, grinning all over her face.
Oh, all right. Goodbye, Potty, and goodbye, Malory Towers. I'll be glad to see you again. Bye, Potty.
And we'll be glad to see you again, Darrell. Goodbye to you and Sally and the rest. We'll meet again soon. Good luck till then.